If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what's a word track that you could use to help you close deals or get past an objection? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sullivan Bell, coming to you live from Big Island of Hawaii. Today I'm at South Point on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So today I am at the southernmost tip of the United States, right? Of the states, I'm at the southernmost tip. Yeah, you could talk about Key West. I'm still further down. So I figured I'd bring the heat, and today is a windy, hot day. And right in front of me, I got the ocean. I got Kona like way over there. It's a good day. So today, I want to introduce you to a word track. I want to bring you to a conversational point that'll help you out. And the word track is this: if it wasn't for, okay? So I'm going to share with you how you could use if it wasn't for to your advantage to overcome an objection or to help you close a deal, right? So let's say that you are talking to your prospect about price, and your widget, your gizmo, your product, your service, whatever you're going to install is $20,000, right? And so somebody comes back to you and says, hey, sales dude, sales chick, in my mind, I had budgeted like 15, okay? So here's where this word track comes in. If it wasn't for these additional items that we had to put in, it would absolutely be there, okay? And so you may come up against a product, service, widget, gizmo, install, and somebody says, $20,000, I was thinking it was 15. Yeah, if it wasn't for the regulations and all the things that are involved, it probably would be at 15, right? If it wasn't for is the exception. What you're looking for is the reason why there's a buffer. There's a reason why that there's a cost difference. There's a reason why you're sitting there going, how come this is, there's a gap. I gotta bridge the gap. I gotta figure out a way to bridge the gap. So if it wasn't for, you gotta fill in the blank. And there's some work that you can do. You can figure out like, okay, what is in my industry? What is in my service that I can explain if it wasn't for? And this is why you should join my email list. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. Right above my head, there is a URL. Type it in a browser, drop in your name and your best email address, and I'll get you on the inside. You're gonna love it, right? It'll be like fantastic. So if it wasn't for the fact that I just gave you that URL, you could have been wrapped up into this video, okay? So what you're looking for is the reason to explain away a cost difference, a problem, an issue. But please remember, tell the truth, don't make stuff up. I get people on here all the time. You, Scott, you're an evil sales trainer. And I'm like, hey, in a ton of my videos, I always say, do the right thing for your client. If it wasn't for some scumbags out there, I wouldn't have to put it in there. See, that's another way that you could use that word track. If it wasn't for somebody in my industry, if it wasn't for somebody in my service, if it wasn't for the fact that there was an issue, okay? So you could take this and you can modularize it. You could spin it around a million different directions to your advantage to have a conversation. If it wasn't for the fact that I was out here on a sunny day, it would be perfect for you right here with the lighting, but it's not, right? So you could use this to explain away bad reviews. If it wasn't for problems that we've done when we've screwed up, I admit we screw up. Hey, I am not perfect, right? Heads up, Scott Sullivan Bell is not perfect. I make mistakes. If it wasn't for the fact that I was a human being, I would be perfect. There's a million different ways to slice and dice if it wasn't for. There you go. You got one of three things to do from here, just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update. 2, hit follow, or 3, share this video with a friend. If you're like, hey Scott, what does South Point look like? Okay, so over there, past the cars is where everybody jumps, and I got you some video. And then you look at this fantastic view, right? Fantastic view all the way around, and straight in front of you would be Kona, about 50 miles to the north. And it takes like 15 minutes to get here off the main road. That's something you need to know. Super importante if you come out here to the Big Island and you're like, hey, Scott, I want to go to South Point. You can do it. You can totally do it. It just, from the airport, it takes about an hour and a half. There you go. One of the three things. Hit subscribe, hit follow, share with a friend. I'll love you for it. If it wasn't for the fact that I was showing you, right? If it wasn't for the fact that I was showing you what South Point looks like, this video would be over. We'll see you soon. Aloha and mahalo.